Hello friends, this is Dr. Gunjan Gupta from Skin Concepts Noida. Today I'm here to talk about shampoos. This is part 3 in the series of hair care. If you wish to see my earlier videos on skin or hair care, you could refer to my Facebook page Skin Concepts by Dr. Gunjan Gupta or the YouTube channel by the same name. Continuing my talk on shampoos, I will now discuss the different specialized shampoos available in the stores. First of these would be the clarifying shampoos. They are also available by the name of deep cleansing or purifying shampoos. Micellar shampoos also fall in this category but are a little milder. So what are these shampoos? These shampoos contain strong cleansers like sulphates. They have very little conditioners, hence they are clear or straw colored. Who should use these shampoos? People in the younger age group, in the teens, 20s, who have a very oily scalp. Teenage girls who have thick long hair but are unable to wash their hair regularly because of their schooling. They generally wash their hair once a week, so they need deep cleansing and would be advisable to use this kind of a shampoo. People with oily to normal hair can also use these shampoos, applying them on the scalp and skipping the strands. Normal hair people, especially those staying in areas with hard water, can also use clarifying shampoos but a little less frequently, like once in a fortnight or a month to clean up any residues on the hair strands. Similarly, people who use a lot of leave-on hair products, conditioners, serums, etc. will need to use these shampoos once in a while to clear the residue. These shampoos are also used in salons before hair procedures. These shampoos are also used for mild dandruff, especially the stick-on kind of a dandruff, in which the scales are very adherent to the scalp. So these shampoos have strong cleansers. They might also have salicylic acid, clay, etc. and very little conditioners. So they cannot be used without additional conditioners post-shampooing. Also, they have to be used with caution and cannot be used more than once a week. Generally, it is to be used once or twice a month. Opposite to these are the neutralizing or daily use shampoos. As the name suggests, they are for people who like to shampoo the hair every day or alternate days, especially men, people with short hair, swimmers who like to shampoo regularly after each swim. These shampoos are SLS free, silicone free, paraben free, and they are pH neutralized. That is, the pH of the shampoos is generally 5.5. Some of the brands that I can think of are Mildy, Sebamed Daily Shampoo, Sestry, etc. The third category of shampoos is the moisturizing shampoos. Those are meant for people with dry hair, frizzy hair. So they have a higher content of conditioners. They would probably contain silicones, keratin, etc. to improve the texture of the hair. Then you have thickening shampoos, which lock in the moisture and give the temporary illusion of the increase in diameter of the hair strands. Again, these would contain silicones and greater amount of conditioners. You have volumizing shampoos, which increase the friction between the strands and increase the lift and the bounce in the hair. These can be used by people who have dull limp hair or oily hair people, and they generally contain lighter moisturizing agents instead of silicones like hydrolyzed wheat. The examples of some of the brands of these shampoos I have mentioned in the description box, and there are many more available in the market. Thousands of products are available and it's not possible to review each of them. You will see a few names mentioned in the description box. You also have dry shampoos. Those are meant for party goers or office goers in a hurry, and they are to be used on the scalp and the strands, and after which you are supposed to comb your hair for after 10 minutes. The function of these dry shampoos is to absorb the excess sebum, sweat, etc. These shampoos, dry shampoos, cannot replace your regular shampoos. After a couple of uses, you will need to use your regular shampoo. Apart from these, there are baby shampoos and medicated shampoos, which I will not be discussing here in detail. Then you have the shampoos specially formulated for curly hair, which have again they are silicone free, and they have lighter conditioning agents, so the curl definition is maintained. You have specialized shampoos for colored or treated hair. Again, these shampoos are silicone free, sulfate free, paraben free, as silicone over a period of time tends to wear away the color. Shampoos for treated hair are generally very mild cleansers like sarcosines, and they have keratin, silicone, etc. to improve the texture of the hair. There's also a concept of co-washing, where people with treated hair are advised to use shampoo very infrequently, and in between they use only conditioners. Also, you have conditioning shampoos available, so the stress on the shampoo is on the conditioners, and very less amount of detergents are present. There's also a so-called no-poo movement in the West, which you might have heard about. Traditionally in India also, people use only amla, shikakai, rita, etc. to wash their hair. As I mentioned earlier, in the West they use apple cider vinegar, baking soda, etc. etc. As I mentioned earlier, these are generally poor cleansers, but they do soften the hair. So it comes down to personal choice. To summarize all this information, I will now go over the different hair types for different shampoos for different hair types. For oily hair people, you will need to use clarifying shampoos. In case you have normal to oily hair, again you can use clarifying shampoos alternating with a shampoo meant for normal hair. A normal hair shampoo would be any shampoo which is SLS free, paraben free and silicone free. So you need to have more than one shampoo in your closet and alternate between different shampoos. People with dry hair will need to avoid clarifying shampoos. They need to use moisturizing shampoos, conditioning shampoos, etc. Frizzy hair especially needs a lot of conditioning, either pre-shampoo in the form of oiling or post-shampoo in the form of conditioners, serums, etc. And also they need to use moisturizing shampoos or conditioning shampoos. People with very dull limp hair can use volumizing shampoos once in a while. People with very fine hair might use mild shampoos or thickening shampoos. In case you have any specific hair problem like hair fall, thinning, etc., do not expect your shampoo to solve these problems, as they generally need to be investigated, the reason found out and treated accordingly. So in short, we need to use at times more than one shampoo. No single product is good for everyone. Even the people with same hair type like to use different brands depending upon the fragrance, the look and feel of the product. So each one of us needs to build our own hair care regime depending by test and trial method. If you're testing out a shampoo, use it for at least 3 washes before ruling it out. Most of the shampoos will have the ingredients as I mentioned earlier on the back and the type of the shampoo mentioned on the front. So try and read the labels and make proper choices rather than going by the ads. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, do let me know. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment box. Thank you so much.